This city is 480 square miles.
The writers,
You know, and that story could be your lead.
the producers,
Wally, call the desk. Wally, call the desk.
the assignment editors.
Elias, we're breaking out of there.
And you come away with something that looks halfway decent, and you feel like you won. We're going to be following the story. We'll have a lot more to tell you about coming up tonight at 11 o'clock. We'll go back to you now, Mike and Ann.
All right, Jonathan will have more on this breaking story as it comes in.
It's got to be Lisa Dillon.
22 minutes. It was assigned at 6:08, and we got it on 22 minutes later. Not bad.
You don't want to freak people out. You just want to inform folks.
Nice job, Lisa.
We were freaking out.
You know, we were a few seconds late getting on the air, which is not good. I came back from this live shot, and my executive producer called me in and talked to me about the situation out there.
I had my own observations about what I thought worked and didn't work. So I wanted to ask you what happened. You know, what was your, your experience in the field? What happened?
You're watching Southern California's CBS-2 News at 6.
Gretchen Carr, our reporter, is on the way to the scene there. We're going to be tossing to her in just a few moments.
Ann was in the toss to you. We weren't seeing you ready to go on TV.
This is, there's Gretchen. Gretchen, are you ready? Can you hear us?
We want people ready to go live in front of the camera 5 minute before their live shot.
Let me tell you what it was exactly what I heard. Gretchen, these are your marching orders. Go get an interview or a live interview or tape.
Right.
And get video and feed them in. And that's what I did. And
Okay,
we
well,
were there and we were ready to go live. And I mean, it was late, but nobody said we weren't going to make it.
Then I need the reporters to say, okay, you want me to be the lead or you want the soundbite? Which one do you want? I'm not going to be able to do both.
This is different for me too, because I'm not used to this happening, like this. I mean, news doesn't break in Salt Lake City, So this is all new, and the time frames and the show turnarounds and just the whole thing.
But I applaud you for your effort. I mean, throughout the hour, it was great live television, and it's just a matter of tweaking and getting it right, and we'll do that. We'll certainly get a chance to try this again, probably tonight, tomorrow.
It's very demanding. It's very stressful. You would like to think that you could grow your number, and really you should. And if you don't, then I guess at some point somebody's going to come knocking at my door and saying, Larry, your time is up. And then you leave.
A couple of firemen got burned, okay?
Tell me everything you know, please.
It was a fire training class. They got burned. One of them is serious enough to go to the Grossman Burn Center.
Ooh, you know what? That's a good story.
And then we can...
That's a much better story than some people who got shot in Compton.
The news team decides to reassign Jonathan Elias.
Breaking out of there. Call the desk.
Yeah.
Hi, we have 2 seriously injured in a fire training exercise.
Is there anybody else working tonight that can run on this?
No, we have 2 reporters tonight.
I just don't believe this. We need more people. This is ridiculous. To walk away from the story, I don't see these other crews breaking down and racing off to cover the story.
You know what? I usually don't have to, argue when we have to move on a story.
This is a big story. There's a lot of people in this community that are pissed off that this happened, and I don't blame them. 3 guys down in a neighborhood, a bunch of kids are playing hoop. The is that about? I mean, I would be mad if it was my neighborhood.
Okay, I don't curse at you. I'd appreciate it if you don't curse at me.
I'm sorry. I'm just cursing because I feel strongly about the story.
I understand that you feel strongly about the story. I feel strongly about the story, but at the same time, I think the firefighter story affects more people than the shooting in Compton. We'll get the shooting in Compton story on the air. We will.
Tell me where I'm going. Just tell me where I'm going. Grossman Burn Center in the Valley. This is so frustrating.
He has a good point. The Compton story is a good story. There are 10 million good stories that happen every night. And sometimes it's very difficult to make the decisions that you have to make, but you got to make them. And you know what? Sometimes, you make the good decision. Every once in a while, you make a bad decision, but you don't know unless you make a decision. And so I'm making a decision. We're making a decision.
I understand LA's got breaking news. No one's questioning that. It's just that, you invest more than time. As a reporter, I mean, you can't be oblivious to the fact that you also invest a piece of yourself in a story. I mean, this is their call. We do as we're told.
It was kind of a difficult situation, but I felt really strongly that that wasn't a story that I should be doing on the 11 o'clock news.
What they don't realize is how many times we hear, I don't like that story, I don't like that story, or give me that story, or give me that story. So they don't know that we might have just gone through 10 rounds of that, you know.
And then we're in a bad mood. Sometimes I've actually said, what about me? I'm in a bad mood.
We're not allowed to be in bad moods.
I know, we're
just
supposed to always deal with all the stress and strain of everybody. But I'm in a bad mood once in a while.
He's in a bad mood a lot.
You know?
I want to know why you're selling prescription drugs without a license. Yo, it's illegal.
While all this finger pointing goes on, poor mothers continue to risk their babies' lives in the back rooms of California's illegal healthcare.
This is widespread. We, quite frankly, don't know how widespread it is, but we found it everywhere we went in.
Okay, thank you, Drew.
That's really good.
Wow.
Reflections are sounding very Mike Wallace.
Right. Fantastic piece.
Because
This is, I mean, this is powerful. I'm telling you right now, it is huge.